Costco earnings are highlight this afternoon as we look for insight on the consumer and high expectations for one of the biggest winners in that category. Joe Tigay is with me this afternoon, portfolio manager of the Rational Equity Armor Fund. Hey, full circle, Joe, trading with us this morning, trading with us this afternoon. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we're back.
All right. From tech this morning to consumer and basic goods here this afternoon. Costco closed at 901.44. Shares kind of ticking around here as the number starts to arrive. But tell me kind of generally your framework for this, Joe. What do you think moves the needle for Costco at this point after last time they did raise prices, which so many were looking for?
Yeah, bottom line is it's pricey compared to a lot of its peers, but people love Costco. People love their earnings growth, and they continue to put up numbers quarter after quarter. So they're paying up for that quality. That's exactly why people love shopping at Costco, because they do a great job of selecting those quality items, and you just go in and you know you're going to get a fair price. You're probably going to spend a lot of money because you're buying a lot of items at once, but you know you're getting a fair price, and you know you're getting a quality item too. So looks like revenue slight miss there.
Yeah, revenue came in at 79.7, so we missed by a couple $100 million there. Good eyes. 79.7.
Doing pretty good though. It's
still EPS. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's $80 billion roughly in a quarter. But look, the market has been fairly well valued in this stock, to say the least. So even a couple $100 million miss on a $80 billion report could make a difference. Trading at 56 times forward, so that kind of does feel like a can't afford to miss. Then again, sometimes the stock dips and it creates a pretty easy opportunity for folks to pick it up at lower prices. Obviously, it's been buy the dip continuously over and over again. Fourth quarter EPS came in at $5.29. Street was looking for $5.07, so that's a pretty good almost quarter beat there on the bottom line. Take out gas and comps were up 6.3%, estimate 6%. So I think you see where it hits pretty solid in that mid-single digits. So what do you think, sufficient, Joe?
Yeah, it makes sense that it's trading a little bit down. The revenue's crucial. They want to see the beat. They want to see the guidance higher. We're talking about the super high multiple. Again, that's really crucial to see them continue to hit those numbers. That said, it's just been a tremendous run. Maybe it makes sense to just take a little bit of a breather at this point. I own this name earlier in the year. It just got, I love Costco, believe me, but it just got to a point where it's just too pricey to really justify it at these levels. At some point, the growth just gets a little bit harder. You start adding more stores in a country where you've already got a lot of stores. The best locations you've already selected out. So each additional store does not do as well as the previous one you added.
That's a good point, right? There are scaling up, but to that point, you're going to have comps start to maybe edge a little bit more slowly. The numbers, though, still comps-wise, I mean, we just got retail sales, which are basically flat. Economy is growing at 3%. To knock out 6% for a place that, look, deal-wise, you can totally argue it's good value. But it's still a pretty high, receipt. Like, you're not really walking out of Costco. I mean, you're a family man. You know this as well as, better than I do. You're not walking out of Costco for less than, $300-400 minimum.
Yeah, you're not. But you're getting a fair deal for what you're going to pay for, and you really do a lot of your shopping all at once. That's really the nice thing to do. For me, it's a unique thing for me. I love shopping at Costco. I don't really like shopping, period. But going to Costco right. is fun, and for me, I really like going there. Kids get loaded up on strawberries. Like, now that I have a family, I could buy like the ginormous package of strawberries. I'll actually go through them before they're bad. But yeah, and the rotisserie chicken, again, lots of great deals, but you're still going to wind up with $300 minimum.
Yeah, that's where it's kind of like, they call it a staple, but it's really not, in some ways. I get that you're buying a lot of staples, but I think it's basically as high as the kind of staple category goes in terms of like premium quality. their earnings are growing by, like, compared to a year ago, 529 versus the 486. So it's a pretty good beat on that front. Also, if you go to the whole world and look at their international comps, 9%. To your point about the expansion, Canada up 8%. Pretty good growth around the world. Last year, we did see some wild visuals of, like, one of the first Costco's opening in I forget which Chinese territory or region it was, and it was just like lines as far as the eye could see. So the rest of the world is catching up to the American consumer.
God bless USA. Yeah,
Trying
USA,
to.
Costco really is like American consumerism personified, and I'm all here for it. And I love how they kind of package like certain items for certain groups of people. Like for me, I got the family. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get obviously fruits and vegetables, but there's like 5 different family items that will go together, like applesauce or snacks for kids. Of course, will go together. You see other people that maybe just are into not.
Yeah, they're buying TVs too. That's what I'm saying. You got high-end items too.
Just amazing. Like, one cart that's full of pizza and bread, and another cart full of broccoli and all these health food items. So they really package them and they really kind of pigeonhole their consumers, and they have different types of consumers, but they buy the same thing. You got protein shakes or protein right next to like the.
Making me hungry, Joe.
Butter. What's that?
Making me hungry. We have to hit a Costco trip. All right, we got to jump you, man. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you.